And welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us through our break. We went and we got ourselves some drinks and whatnot. I hope you did as well as taking care of any, natural urges. When we had left our heroes, we had Team Science investigating the metallic residue that had been found at the site of the explosion that caused the Silver Storm. They had determined that the Silver Storm was composed of nanites, which has apparently been what gave Bulwark and Crucible and possibly many, many others across the city superpowers. At the same time, Keone and Crucible had run into a werewolf stopping a mugging, jumped to the wrong conclusion and beat up the werewolf, realized the error of their ways and then stopped the mugger instead. Went to go talk to him, had a start of a pleasant conversation when a woman in blue and black armor appeared, calling herself Mage Hunter, seeming very interested in Keone and Mongrel, not terribly interested in Crucible at all. And then
who is?
Story of his life.
And then she flew away, and as the heroes made chase after her, she then teleported away, leaving them annoyed and frustrated. Crucible and Keone had also made a phone call to, I guess we're going with Overwatch.
He can't call the other ones because Riley is there.
He can't.
He can text.
But he can text. So jumping back over to the Octolab portal, you get a text message.
What does it say?
It says, this is Overwatch. Keone and Crucible are dealing with a werewolf.
Oh, God.
I will type back, okay, ...
He will drop you GPS coordinates.
I will look them up on Google Map or unbranded
Google
maps.
Earth.
I will look them up on unbranded maps
Uh-huh.
to see where it is.
Okay.
And is it within 2 miles?
Sure.
Okay. Then I will say, hey, Science Bros, there's an issue we
BRB.
need to check in on.
What issue?
A werewolf? And I'll open up a portal
They're gonna come in attacking the werewolf.
to where it is.
He said a werewolf.
He did. Do you need me to go with him?
I mean, does he mean?
I mean, we were called in. We probably need all 3 of us.
Okay, but okay. I will look longingly at the nanites and then go through the portal.
And I will go through the portal and keep it open for the other 2 to come through.
I'm still getting used to walking without my walker.
I'm still getting used to the idea that Tommy's got my Find My iPhone on his computer.
Yeah, I noticed that, did you?
Well, not just that. We are 2 miles away, and they're about to drop in on the werewolf.
Maybe he's
No.
just tied up.
Do we come in on the street level? Do we come in at the rooftop? Where are we? What do we see?
I would say that you are you would come in at street level because that would be your default.
Okay.
Do we
not
hear
knowing
cursing from the roof?
Yeah.
But I would say that you can see the 2 of them up there on the floating air conditioning unit.
Can we though? They took off. They're like Aren't they like a mile or two away?
We're
He
coming
would have sent you
back.
the current. He would have sent you the current. I guess
Oh.
6 seconds.
I feel like there'd at least be some bit of delay.
Well, I would also assume that they would come back
Yeah.
to where they.
Yeah.
I
That's
told Mongrel
true.
not to go anywhere, so
That's
So
true.
yeah, we'll come out on street level, and I'll just kind of take a look around, see the air conditioning unit puttering up to us.
First of all,
Is that your air conditioning unit?
it's the city's air conditioning unit.
Put
I
it
put it
back.
back.
We really, really
Her
have
name
to have
is
a talk
Keone.
to you.
We need to have a word about theft and the consequences thereof.
Professor, maybe we need to make a collapsible metal sled for him.
Yes,
Ooh, like little batons that you can just.
Oh no. Tail
I
spin.
have.
Tail
I-
spin.
Like statics.
The mech sort of leans in conspiratorially toward Marshall and says, "I have nanites now."
That's true.
Suddenly, everyone across the world
Actually-
just shudders.
Yeah, actually, in Papa, you're talking about sticks. My design is actually that his new walker, when he makes it, will collapse down into 2 fighting sticks.
Nice.
That'd be pretty dope.
Oh god. Walker,
With tennis
Walker
balls
slash
at the end.
instrument sticks.
That's true. The Deuce.
Walker Texas Ranger over here.
I carried Keone last time. Keone owes me a carry this time. We're just gonna alternate back and forth.
I carried you on my back.
I know, and then I carried you on my air conditioning.
Oh my god.
So what's going on? There was a werewolf attack?
Werewolf?
So the werewolf's a good guy.
The werewolf will leap down from the roof.
I'm
Super.
familiar with Mongrel, yes?
What was
So again, he's kind of more in the realm of urban legend. You've never met him, but
Holy crap. Mongrel, you're real?
I am.
That's awesome.
Are you sure?
Because I
Full
feel
work.
like
Am I sure I'm real? Yes.
Is anybody sure?
Full work. Glad to meet you.
Mongrel and Professor Cephalopod sort of occupied the same urban legend space for the last month or so.
I'll
So we
introduce everyone.
probably heard of each other.
Yeah.
Mr. Mongrel, Bulwark, glad to meet you. This is Professor Cephalopod and Portal.
Pleased to meet you. Did you
I
guys?
think you've met Crucible and Keone.
I have. Did you two catch Mage Hunter?
She teleported away with a black and
Wait, there
purple
was-
portal. I'll sort of look over at portal.
She did not create a portal. It was more just effect around her.
She disappeared in a black and purple
Hold on,
smoke.
there was someone else here attacking you?
Yeah, do you know Mage Hunter? Portal, are you magic too?
Not that I know of. But I don't know.
Mongrel,
You
can you tell me
realize
people
that
are magic? And I'll look over at Mongrel.
No.
Magic is not a thing. It is just science we do not understand.
Mage Hunter said she was here to kill wizards and she didn't care about me.
I create a portal, I reach through it, and tap Professor Cephalopod on the head. Sure it is.
I can't feel that you're tapping tank.
I know. That's why he does it, because he knows Professor Cephalopod won't smack him for it.
Portal, you're not supposed to do that. I read that online.
Never sneak up on a cephalopod.
But don't tap the tank.
Don't tap the tank.
The fish hate that.
I am not a fish.
You're a cephalopod, right?
So
Zunite.
Sorry.
You guys attacked Mongrel.
We really need to have a discussion about assumptions.
I guess at some point realized you were attacking a good guy,
In our defense,
and then a bad guy showed up and attacked you.
Yes, that's what happened.
In our defense, though, he was strangling someone.
And he
I
looks like
was
that.
not. I was holding him up by his collar.
I mean, kind of looked like strangling.
It was dark. We can't see
If
in
you
the dark.
squinted from far away in the dark.
I apologize for my colleagues.
So,
They're
so
new.
at the Claremont Academy, they told us rule number 1: assess the situation.
Wait a minute, you went to the Claremont Academy?
Yeah.
So you've had powers for like a long time. How old are you?
21. Yeah, I've had them since at least I was 14.
Wait a minute, you went to the Claremont Academy and you were scared of the cops?
Well, I went to prison before the Claremont Academy. The Claremont Academy was part of my early release.
Am I allowed to ask what you went to prison for?
Bank robbery.
Oh, okay. That
I
might
say
be
you're
true.
allowed to ask whether he answers.
I mean, a Google search or a non-branded internet search is gonna show you. There's no use in me not telling you. That's why I'm not exactly careful about my identity. Everybody, it's not hard to find it anyway.
Did you go to prison or juvie?
See, when you're juvenile, but you have superpowers, it's kind of a gray area.
Huh.
But he served his time, and he's trying to do good in the world, in the city.
Hopefully.
Speaking of, where did that come from? And pointing at the air conditioning unit.
I'll kind of noisily drop it on the street behind me.
Where did it come from,
Air
young
conditioning
man?
unit.
You should
I
probably...
give him my best Octo dad look.
I'm just seeing two of your arms on your kind of like
literally the two arms go like this,
you know,
and the head turns so that it's just one eye focused on him.
you know,
Young man,
That is the most
I am
terrifying.
not an idiot.
That is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. And I
Can
saw
you
a
put
werewolf
the-
today.
Can you put the air conditioner back?
Where did it come from?
Up on that roof. I'll go put it back right away, sir.
Any goodwill we're going to earn in the city, you're going to lose if you're taking people's air conditioners or causing, thousands of dollars in property damage.
I will
The
take the air conditioner and put it back because I'm capable of reattaching all of the wires.
The upside is Professor Cephalopod and I can make you a collapsible platform you can carry with you and use to fly around.
I have nanites.
That's not the only issue. I mean, transportation is one thing, but I move metal stuff around with my brain, and I need metal stuff to move around if I'm going to be useful to the team. And I will sort of try to direct their attention away from the two busted up street lamps across the street.
You mean the ones that are
those
twisted and curly-cued?
Yes, those ones.
when it's been more than 36 hours since you got your powers, and we have some time, these two are pretty smart. We could probably figure something out.
We can.
I'm
not saying don't. I'm just saying that it's not the first choice. You have to worry about public image too.
My experience in Freedom City is that has been that as far as superheroes go, destruction of property is understandable. Wanton or gratuitous destruction of property starts getting unwanted attention.
Yes, but in fairness, in Freedom City, there's a city elemental who goes around and fixes it.
Yeah.
Hush,
What
disembodied
mongrels?
voice countering my argument.
Yeah, I look at Mongrel and I'm like, too bad we don't have a Dr. Metropolis around. That'd be handy.
I mean, didn't he show up after there was all sorts of weird energies unleashed on the city in Freedom? Maybe we'll get one.
Maybe we'll get an Emerald City Dr. Metropolis.
Dr. Emerald, perhaps?
The Wizard of Oz.
The wizard.
While Professor Cephalopod is up there reattaching the
Fucking
air
sure.
conditioner going, oh, I guess I'm just nobody then? Okay, fine.
So
When he looks over, I just give him a thumbs up.
So I'm so sorry we bothered you, but it looks like the situation is under control for now.
I do need your blood.
What?
Right. Well, with that, I think you guys have this under control. It was nice working with you.
Hey, we do need an 8th arm if you'd like to join.
Let me think about it.
Can I help you get away quickly so you don't get unwanted attention?
I'll be fine. I'm very good at avoiding notice.
Do you have a mongrel symbol, or is that just like the full moon for you? How do we get in touch with you if we need your help?
I feel
Mongrel
like,
just leaves.
I feel like that's like not an okay thing to ask him.
Yeah, Mongrel just kind of shakes his head and says, I'll find you.
That's not
Lopes away.
reassuring.
Oh, we are the mystery men.
The real superheroes don't want to hang out with us.
I mean,
Well, to be fair, you did attack him immediately upon seeing him.
I didn't
To
want to
be
be
fair,
long.
I only hit him with a snowball. He wound them all up in a telephone pole and smashed them onto the ground. So
See, you say hit him with a snowball, but we all know.
We've seen your snowballs, young lady.
Yeah.
Not everyone's seen my snowballs.
that doesn't sound dirty.
But Tommy has.
Ethan is full on blushing underneath his welding mask.
I'm missing some teenager euphemism that I don't understand. But you know what? I'm happy with that.
You and I both.
I've got a situation back at home that I've got to go deal with.
It's actually, what time is it? Isn't it like probably after midnight? Because we met the mayor at like 9:30 at night.
Not the mayor, the chief of police.
The
but yeah,
chief of police. And then, so it's probably what, close to midnight?
probably. So it's early Sunday morning.
So
I
I'm going to
do.
go out on a wire and say, we're probably not going to meet with Mr. Mars anytime soon.
Yes.
We
I
can
do still need your blood.
I inch away from
Not you.
Crucible.
I don't know that I'm comfortable just giving you my blood. What do you want it for?
We
I will
discovered that,
explain
that
that.
the metal you found wasn't metal, it was nanites. Microscopic machines that rewrote our DNA and then went inert, but they're still in your blood.
Well, do we know that they rewrote your DNA? We know they did something, but do we know
They need to do something with your
Yeah.
DNA to give you powers. I'm not a geneticist.
Hence the reason I need your blood.
I'll look at Keone, still wearing the welding mask. Just blank expression.
It's just a little pinprick. You'll be fine.
And I won't have to take yours through your mouth. That's meant to be reassuring, and it definitely is not.
No.
I'll roll the sleeve up on my hoodie, and I'll present a blood vessel to the octopus to take.
Just
And I
a
will-
blood vessel. Just one.
I'll just
One
take
blood
one.
vessel.
You can use her arms to create the tourniquet.
Just
I will take the stamp. Thank you.
no cloning me, please. Thank you.
Oh, we definitely do not need to.
Don't give the DM ideas.
Keone, do you need a ride back to our lair?
You guys live together?
No.
In the same area. We have lairs in the same area.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, everybody have a good night. Good job. And I will look for some... I guess I'll just take a trash can lid this time.
Sure.
Why don't you take a piece of that metal that you broke that's lying in the middle of the street? Has to be replaced anyways.
I'll drop the trash can lid and grab that.
Probably a little sturdier than a trash can lid too. I have a question though. If it's just you have metal on your suit. Why can't you just lift your suit and move your suit around?
I can't seem to fly that as fast that way.
Okay.
I'm practicing with it, but I go a lot faster if I have a platform to stand on.
Okay. We can all work on that because you and I have to learn exactly what we can do.
Yep.
I'm going to need a bigger lab.
All right. So, heroes.
Octopus sound excited before.
What?
Said I never heard an octopus sound excited before.
All right. So the heroes are going to go their separate ways, I believe. Peter returns to his quiet apartment.
I have to go back to the Octolab to get my car to go home.
Right.
And Lisa's probably still there, freaking out.
So interestingly enough, when you get back to the apartment, your guest room, the door is closed and locked.
Okay.
Is there a sock on the doorknob?
No. But
oh, then it's even worse. Your daughter's here.
Peter, when you get home, there is a text message waiting for you, which I think I sent you last week, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
I get a little smile.
Okay. Cindy, you head back to your apartment or dorm room. Did we determine you have a dorm room or an apartment?
I have a dorm, but I'm by myself.
Right.
For now.
Double as a single.
Yep.
So yeah, you get back and there's it's quiet. You can hear from other rooms in the residence hall where someone has snuck in their boyfriend and are having fun.
Dope.
But,
where are my noise canceling headphones?
Yep. And Ethan, yeah, you head back and the light is on for your apartment.
I'm gonna go in the alley
Just gonna fly up to the landing, or?
Well, I'm gonna go around the back, land in the alley, and take off my costume.
Okay.
And I guess find a trash bag or something back here that I could stuff it in.
By which he means his hoodie and his welding helmet.
Right.
I've got metal armor too.
He has an armor now. Yeah.
Wait, didn't I leave my clothes at Ethan's house?
Oh, you did.
Probably.
I forgot I changed there.
Oh.
So wait, he's gonna sneak back into his room with a naked woman?
Can I?
No, I'm wearing my suit. But we left from there, so I left all my stuff there. So he's got all my books and all my stuff from school.
Yep. You'll have to go back over in the morning.
I will use the steel.
Can I spend my hero point for Riley to find a young lady's outfit and backpack in Ethan's bedroom?
No. Tommy will make sure that that's not where Riley would.
Can I take a hero point to make that happen?
Oh, sure, fine, why not?
That's a fun complication.
I completely forgot about that. I was like, wait, I gotta go back and get my stuff. And then I was like, oh my God, my stuff is at Ethan's.
Yes, it is.
We lost Brandon.
Let me throw that
He's-
hero point at you.
So Brandon's here. His video's just off. So let me
Oh.
move people back where they're supposed to go. There we go. Yeah, so I will use I'll use the steel toe in my steel toe boots and float myself up onto the porch, hoping
Okay.
nobody is looking, and then I'll just
Okay.
come in from the balcony.
And Tommy is there looking at you with a look on his face. While Riley is plopped on the couch with her feet up, over the armrest, her laptop on her, on her legs, is, she's looking up at it, and she's saying, all right, well, so hypothetically, I mean, whoever these new superheroes are, they're going to need a press presence. They're going to, if they've got names and they want to be called those, then we need to get a press release out before before morning, because otherwise, all of the morning shows are going to name the heroes for them, and that's how you end up with terrible nicknames. And oh my God, they really need like branding. They need some sort of like team insignia that they can all have on their costumes, even if not uniforms. Uniforms are kind of gauche, but some sort of unique identifier. Oh, hey Ethan, how's it going?
I'm gonna try to sneak by with my trash bag full of clanking metal to my room.
And then she says, "Oh, by the way, what's her name?"
What's whose name?
Miss 34C.
What? What are you talking?
She will pull out a brawl.
Riley, why are you even here?
Oh, because your dad wanted to make sure that you were going to be joining us for Thanksgiving. And because, so I dropped by to mention that, and Tommy had all of that stuff on his screens about the superheroes, which, I noticed because I was watching TV this afternoon, and I'm just really glad that I wasn't shopping down at Yellow Brick Road today, because there was this really cute pair of shoes that I had my eye on, and I was going to go down there today, but then I said, you know what? No, I should study, and I can always go pick them up on Monday. Anyway, but so he had all the stuff about the superheroes up on the screen, and at that point, I just started brainstorming about they're going to need a media person because, well, they are. I mean, the Freedom League, they have their whole media empire and team, and I mean, they've got Daedalus, and he's immortal, so he's had forever to think about this. But yeah, so I was just thinking about it, and Tommy was being an absolute dear and letting me sit here and pulling up reference images for me, and
Is he now?
yeah, I mean, he's such a sweetheart. Tommy just kind of gives you a sheepish grin, like, I'm sorry.
Like to know what kind of pictures he's pulling up.
But anyway, like I said, what was her name? I mean, not what was her name. I'm assuming she's still alive, so she still has her name. It's not like her name is suddenly no longer valid.
Her name is Ryler.
Ryler?
It's like Skylar with a rye. She doesn't go here. You wouldn't know her.
She doesn't go here.
Is she your girlfriend who lives in Canada? Come on.
George Glass.
No, she doesn't live in Canada. She goes to Emerald City University. You wouldn't know her. Isn't that right, Tommy? And I'll sort of nudge Tommy with my elbow.
Oh, yeah, no. she definitely wouldn't know. Ryler?
Yeah, see? Tommy gets it.
Okay, well, if I don't know her, then you'll just have to bring her with you to Thanksgiving.
I'm going to Thanksgiving at my mom's house.
Your dad is going to be really disappointed.
Good.
Okay, I'll tell him. Okay, so Tommy, you'll get my information to the heroes for me, right? Sure. You are the sweetest thing. And she will go over and give him a kiss on the cheek.
Class traitor.
And then leave. What?
Pictures.
Bye, Missy. I mean, Mom.
By the way, for the benefit of our audience who was not privy to our discussion when we were talking about the casting of Riley, Riley looks a great deal like a 2001 era Reese Witherspoon.
Legally Blonde.
Exactly.
Well, Tommy, we should probably work with her.
Right. Oh, so Crucible. I know this girl who would be interested in being a publicist for the super team.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's my best friend's stepmom. I think she's trustworthy.
Yeah. Call her with the voice modulator. I'll talk to her.
All right. I think we should probably wait till tomorrow though, because it's kind of late.
And suspicious.
Yeah, it would probably be suspicious if she got... I don't know.
Can I like sneakishly come back up on the banister and try and sneak my way in to get my clothes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will respectfully fold everything and put it in the backpack.
He's such a gentleman.
34C, huh?
So yeah, I'm just gonna sneakishly like float in, kind of look around quickly and grab my stuff and float back to my dorm.
On her, river thing of ice.
Correct.
Tommy's at the computer.
Those-
Why is it cold? I need
Both
a
are
blanket.
subtle.
Extra. Hey, what is my sneak attack? My sneak is very good. I'm very sneaky. Okay. I'm like a sneaky snake. I'm surfing the winter net.
No,
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Yeah, and I'll leave a note in the backpack that says, my dad's wife thinks your name is Ryler, if it comes up.
Did you say you love to know that said to call me Ryler?
If it comes up, it probably won't come up.
Hold on a minute. In one written sentence, did you just hook Keone into playing your fake girlfriend?
Yes. Not only that, in my backpack that he has no idea when I'm coming to get.
Oh boy.
I know you're sneaky, you'll find it. I leave the back door unlocked for you.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they're going to do tonight, or can we move?
I will start doing some nanite research, but it's very late for me,
Yes.
and it has been an incredibly long day, so I will probably go to sleep early.
Plus,
Indeed.
that was awesome.
No,
Oh,
Awesome.
Ow.
no, no. Look at me. No.
I don't know where to look.
Okay.
Hey. Finger guns are my thing.
And Charon's thing, if you watched Netherworld last night.
Yep. All right. So the remainder of the night will pass relatively quietly. Anyone who stays up later will notice that there are definitely still reports of more strange incidents across the city. of, weird energy surges, or a person who transformed into a shark, or
Bird.
yeah, all sorts of just, not all of them have been verified, but without question, you guys are not the only people who were affected by the Silver Storm. Okay.
That's why I was going to text Riley because she said if we don't give a name for the morning news, that they're going to name us something else.
You could text her or have Tommy text her.
I gave the press a name already.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Did you press that name, or yes, you did. You gave it to
The chief of police.
No, I gave it
and the
to
press.
Eddie. Was it Eddie?
Yeah.
But the police have all of our superhero names, so they will probably be, the morning shows will probably get those before or check with those before they make them up,
Yep.
Awesome.
I would think. But
Unless they're Lois Lane.
how early do mine and Lisa's phones ring? I'm assuming she spoke to her mother at some point, but I didn't. And
Right.
she's 2 hours ahead of us.
Correct. So probably about 7. 7 exactly is when your phone starts ringing from your daughter.
I didn't even look. Morning, Leslie.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
I'll call you back and tell you when I wake up.
Yeah. I talked to Lisa last night.
Yep.
She said that the two of you were there at Yellow Brick Row when everything broke loose.
We weren't at ground zero. Yellow Brick Row is a number of blocks long.
We were at
Sure.
ground 0.7.
And Lisa told me that you were both fine.
Yep. The windows got broken in the place we were eating. We, with the rest of the staff and customers, went out the back door, and that was it.
You can tell that she is doing that very, she is speaking slowly and carefully so she doesn't get angry. Or at least that she doesn't show that she's angry.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't occur to you that maybe you should give me a call?
Honestly, I had other things on my mind, like getting your daughter the hell out of the area.
Sure. I understand that.
And cell towers were down off and on.
Lying to your daughter.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, Dad, do you really think this was such a good idea?
Yes.
I mean, you're so far away if anything were to happen. I mean, yeah, you were fine.
Lisa's right here.
Lisa's still a child.
Oh my God, this woman.
She doesn't even know.
Do we want to talk about what you were doing at 18?
Yeah, and I was certainly in no position to take care of my grandfather if he happened to be caught at ground zero of a supervillain attack.
We weren't at ground zero. We were blocks from ground zero, and we were away before anything other than the windows exploding happened, breaking happened.
I don't know. I was really worried about the two of you, and
Lisa called you, didn't she?
eventually, yes. All right. I'll.
call you later when I'm more awake.
Okay. We can talk later, Dad.
And
Love
Lisa's here sleeping. So I'll have her call you later too when she gets up.
She didn't go back to her dorm?
Well, she was a little nervous and decided to stay to make sure that I was all right last night. I guess you've rubbed off on her just a little bit.
Well, thank goodness for small favors. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
All right, sweetie. I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
It is a couple of hours later before Lisa comes out of the guest room.
Yep.
Um,
There's a large pot of coffee, and I've been doing research on nanotechnology,
okay.
which is not my bailiwick, but I'm trying to learn.
Right. She does come out with 3 sketches that she lays down in front of you and says, pick one. And they are designs for a costume.
No spandex.
None of them are spandex.
I like that one.
All right. Well,
Thank
maybe I
you.
can. Okay.
I spoke to your mother.
And
I told her you were sleeping and that I didn't want to wake you.
thanks. I had the
Oh.
weird dreams last night.
Which
Must have been
was?
Huh?
You said you had a bad dream?
Not bad, just weird. Just dreaming about superheroes, which, never did that before.
Well, makes you feel any better? I had a similar dream. Except
Okay.
mine included werewolves.
Yuck.
And octopi.
Huh. Well, there was the one octopus on the news who, wait, yeah, you're working with. Right. Okay.
Professor Cephalopod.
Right.
Okay, this is perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Well, I'll take you to his lab at some point and introduce you.
Sounds like
Freaky!
All right, I'm gonna go back to my room and then see if I can get into the textiles lab and start trying to whip some of this together.
Okay. I'll talk to the professor, see if we can come up with some kind of treatment for it that will make it more durable.
Sounds good. All right.
Does anybody else need a costume?
Oh, Portal has one.
Portal has one. Keone has one.
Professor Cephalopod has, well,
Yep. So nobody else needs it. Okay, sweet.
Robnix needs a costume.
Who does?
Robnix in chat.
We'll see what we can do for you, Robnix. Okay, so we're gonna speed forward just a little bit here. Somewhere near the afternoon, any of you who had actually given the chief of police your phone number, so definitely Bulwark and Portal.
And Tommy.
Yeah, I gave him Overwatch's number.
Overwatch's number. Okay. Then the chief of police will say that he has been able to get a hold with Mars's secretary. Mars is very interested in speaking with the 5 of you. And you have an appointment with him at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So,
What day is it now?
Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow. Ethan, you have a class. You have an 8 o'clock class.
Is it one of the ones from my major?
Yes.
Then I will skip it.
Okay.
Gotta freeze the day.
uh,
God, will you just stop?
she will not.
That's Keone's
Nope.
superpower.
The more you fight it, the more it comes.
Phrasing.
The name of my sex tape.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And we just leave that PG-13 rating way behind.
Hey, it wasn't the F word. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna put Brooklyn
You
Nine-Nine
started it.
is PG-13.
Anywho, so does anyone else have anything significant that they would want to get accomplished on Sunday, or are you going to use the day to rest, recover, recuperate, check in with family and friends? And yes, Professor Cephalopod?
He's basically going to spend all of the time from the time he gets back to his lab until they go to the meeting doing 2 things. The first one is he's going to build that collapsible disc
Okay.
for Crucible to fly around on so he stops doing so much property damage. And the second one is intensely studying those nanites, specifically to try to replicate them in some fashion that would be useful for himself.
Okay.
I got a couple things.
Give me a technology or, like I said, or applicable expertise check.
With technology.
That would help if I actually looked at the Roll20 screen.
Okay. 36.
Okay. So the technology of these nanites is, I mean, really the best way to describe it is otherworldly. You might be able to replicate them, but it is going to take you time.
So he's specifically looking to, because he's already worked with nanites, so he knows how to build like a Earth standard nanite.
Mhm.
So he's just looking to use the knowledge he's gaining from this to upgrade his current tech, essentially.
Okay, sure.
And maybe eventually, maybe we can reverse engineer these. But
Okay, that you can probably do. Certainly
Nice.
with the 36.
Bless you.
goodness.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they
A couple
would?
things. Brandon does.
Mine are pretty simple. So it's Sunday, so I'm gonna go to brunch.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm gonna stop by a hardware store and just pick up like a bag of like steel ball bearings.
Okay. Definitely doable.
That's it.
Okay.
Look at us all looking out for that property damage.
Exactly.
Ethan has a couple of things he wants to do as well. They're all text message related. I will. Well, the first thing I want to do is I do want to text Riley from the superhero computer account, just to say that the Octo Squad has received her interest in reviewing her application.
At octo.com.
And I will give her our superhero names.
Okay.
And I will say, get to work on something that we can use as a logo, and we'll go from there. If it's okay, if it's good.
Change my mind. There's a third thing I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be, I wonder what our superhero team name should be. completely unaware that it's already been decided.
And I'm going to text my mom and tell her that I'm coming to her house for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Just make that official.
And I want to repair any damage that the iron statue I was bringing home from my dad's house may have suffered in the bus crash.
Okay. Your mom will text you back with your father has already asked that you join him and Riley for Thanksgiving. I understand why you wouldn't want to. I also think it might be a good idea to do it.
But Mom!
But I don't wanna.
Follow-up text. This doesn't mean I don't want to meet Ryler.
No, that text does not come. That
And I'll say, fine. Can I meet you for lunch next weekend?
absolutely.
Might have some news. ...
I look forward to hearing it.
In a week? That seems rude.
I think he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to tell his mom about his superpowers.
I'll let her know
Ryler.
it's not life-threatening. Probably.
Probably.
No, it's not life-threatening.
Your mother trusts you. She thinks that if it was something that you needed to talk about more urgently, you wouldn't say, I'll talk to you about it in a week. So, okay.
I have 3 things I want to do real fast.
Okay.
I want to go buy a new walker.
Sure.
I want to buy a new laptop to keep at Professor Cephalopod's lab.
Okay.
And I want to go to the lab and do a little work on looking for some kind of a fluid or treatment to make fabric more durable.
Okay.
Science bros.
Science
Right.
bros. I figure I need to do nanites, but I'm so far behind the curve on nanite technology that I'm going to have to just defer to the professor on this one.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna, for sake of expedition, I'm going to say that you are definitely able to.
I got a
to-
25 technology roll.
There you go. You're definitely going to be able to find some a treatment that you can use for whatever Lisa makes for you that will make it hold up. Maybe not to anything, but will definitely should hold up a lot better than regular street clothes. And all right. Okay.
And I have to get used to fist bumping an octopus. Science bros.
Oh,
All right. Are you all going to coordinate for meeting with Mars in the morning?
Ideally.
I'll text
I
Keone.
will reach
I
out.
was gonna say, still nobody knows how to get a hold of me.
I will reach out to the folks that I can to coordinate that.
so should I make a smaller suit? He's looking at Marshall like, should I?
Can you compress into a smaller suit?
Oh yes. And I demonstrate how small I can get, which is
Perhaps so that we can go into an office and not have to go to the main lobby to have our discussion.
I mean I guess I could just put a tank on a disc and
You need a mech suit and your walking around suit.
If the walking around suit's just a glass tank with an octopus in it, and then like a Armani
Yeah, like-
suit.
floating
Yeah, it's
disc.
just it's like hanging on there by a wooden
The
hanger.
Armani suit is around the tank.
Yeah,
I'm
There
gonna,
you go.
I'm going to point out that from a purely game mechanics sense, you didn't buy any ranks of growth, so I assumed that the mech suit was not considerably bigger than human sized, other than the arms being able to extend a long distance.
It's kind of built like it would kind of need to be built like an NFL linebacker.
Sure,
Like-
but
But it has no legs, so it's not.
yeah.
And an NFL linebacker can get through a door.
Yeah, because they can. I can too. I can turn sideways. I
Right.
come in and out of the lab.
Yeah.
I think we should make him have the meeting in the lobby. That feels like a power play.
Remember, we need to be respectful because we don't know his part in all this, and we don't want to make any accusations and make an enemy who when that may or may not be the truth.
Remember the issues we've had with assumptions.
Just throw a snowball at him.
He can also be an incredibly powerful ally and friend and maybe patron of the team.
Evil patron.
I don't know if I want a rich guy's money.
Well, I
want a rich guy's money.
I want a rich guy's money.
I want to take a rich
I want
guy's
access.
money.
I want access to his tech.
Do you think Mars is looking for? Would he be my sugar daddy?
I was gonna say, does he like 2 sugar babies?
All I'm saying is, we're not throwing accusations around and we're not making assumptions. We're going to have a discussion with him and see where that takes us.
let's remember.
And now that Marshall said that, he's probably the one who's going to go off the handle and start yelling. But
That'd be the
remember
snap cut.
2 things. He is powerful, and we do not want him as an enemy unless we absolutely have to have him as an enemy. And 2, the nanites themselves were not an accident. The explosion still could have been.
And 3, we don't actually know if he has anything to actually do with this.
Well, that's
Correct.
where I was going with 1, but yes.
We can
So-
hear it, of course.
Let's go, team
With
I'm
the
wearing a
Aqua Squad.
green. Team green.
I'm wearing a suit with a mask.
Aunt Puppy, I can't remember. Did you give Ethan your number?
I don't think I gave anybody my number.
No, you did. You gave Ethan your number.
Did I though? Because I feel like that would be very presumptuous.
You know what? You did leave your cell phone with your clothes.
Ah,
Tommy-
crap on the cracker. Oh, I did.
And Overwatch definitely knows how to use that.
He
And
turned the Find My Phone on.
He probably did.
It took him about 8 minutes to guess Elsa as your password.
Right.
It's a horrible PIN number.
It's probably not effing Elsa. It's probably her passcode.
With an
Anyways.
exclamation point.
I will text Keone before the meeting and say, so how do you want to play this with the others? Are we going to do this? Go hang out with Maximilian and...
Are you asking her on a date?
Yeah, that felt weird. Hold on, I gotta
how
find
do you
a-
want to handle this? Also,
Finding
are
a
you doing
good-
anything next Sunday?
Trying to find a good pun. Hold on. None of these are any good.
There's no such thing as a good pun. Just
True.
move past it.
Snow way.
Go with the flow, FLOE.
But just stop encouraging this behavior.
New phone, who dis?
That's fair. I'll see you at the meeting.
You'll see me at the meeting. I don't even know what you're talking about or who you are.
It's Crucible.
Oh, I thought you said first of all. First of all.
I thought you said
First-
personal.
What
Thank you.
meeting? What's happening?
Thank you for the moral support, Deuce. We're all meeting with that tech guy, the rich one. who might have
That
owned the
narrows
truck
it
that
down.
blew up and gave me my powers.
Sure, what time? I've got class.
It's 8 a.m. tomorrow.
You do not have an 8 o'clock class.
Yeah, I wouldn't be dumb enough to have an 8 o'clock class.
I'm skipping my 8 o'clock class.
Who on earth would be stupid enough to have an 8 a.m. class?
Sure, I'll come. Just give me the place I need to meet. Are we meeting ahead of time or are we just showing up at his doorstep?
I think we're just showing up.
Like full force aggressive showing up or?
Well, come in your costume.
I love that the three of us are back at the lab discussing quietly how to properly handle this situation.
And I'm just like, am I coming guns a-blazing?
And the two of them are planning a raid.
He is
Basically.
rich, and his first and last name start with the same letter, so he's probably evil. I'm planning on coming a little aggressive.
Oh, they're
With
not with
great
us.
powder comes great responsibility.
I got your back if you got mine.
That's not right. Just not
Also,
right.
how did you get this number?
Overwatch gave it to me.
How did Overwatch get it?
Apparently you left your phone at our house.
I need to be more careful next time.
Make sure you turn off your Find My iPhone, just in case.
I don't know how to find the iPhone works. I have an Android.
Find
so.
my unbranded smartphone.
Find my Max phone, my Mars phone.
So, is the plan then just you're just all going to meet outside of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I need to know. Am I coming guns a-blazing?
I'm
I feel
gonna,
like the two groups.
I'm going to suggest to the group chat that I set up that I'm going to bring us all together in one spot, and then we'll portal into the front of the building so that we can make an entrance. Not one that's like offensive, but at least one that puts us on legitimate footing. We are a group to be respected.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I'll text Keone, if we need to ice this rich guy, I got your back, with a snowflake emoji.
Jesus.
All right.
15 minutes later. So you killed Maximilian Mars.
And now the campaign is very different.
Boy, howdy. All right. So you all gather on Monday morning. And
And I will tell them I will also, that's what I'll tell Ethan and Keone, we need to be respectful because we don't know that he has anything to do with this.
I will detach the utility arms from my suit, and I will retract completely the tentacly arms so that it's just the two normal looking people type arms. So the suit looks a little less threatening.
okay.
All right. Arnold, if you would.
So I will gather us up in a spot where
Keone shows up about 10 minutes late with a Starbucks, just so we're all aware of who she is as a person.
Bring us all together in one spot so that I can kind of see the inside of the building. And then I'll be like, okay. And I will put a portal actually beneath us so that the portal drop down into the room. And then when Keone, half asleep, drops her Starbucks cup, I create another portal to make it go away.
Oh,
Girl, that was a $9 coffee. I ain't dropping that. Actually, it was an iced tea.
No.
all right. So
we
you
all
make,
get to do a superhero landing in the.
sure.
I just kind of float down.
Right. All right. So you all make your appearance in the lobby of Mars Tech, through a blue, black, or purple black portal that appears just below the roof. It is still early enough that the lobby is not bustling, but there are people there. There is a receptionist who is a very well put together 50-ish woman. 50-ish woman, yeah. Who notices you, starts for a moment, but then very quickly composes herself and says, the Octa Squad.
My head sinks a little.
Mr. Mars is expecting you. And she gestures to an elevator.
Thank you.
We had an appointment. I'm glad he was expecting us.
What was that?
So we had an appointment. I'm glad he was expecting us.
As we're walking by, I'll just kind of whisper to Crucible, turn down the douche about 2 levels.
Look, okay, I speak rich guy. Gotta meet them on their level. If he's anything like if he's anything like this rich guy I know.
Okay. You get into the elevator. There is music playing in the elevator as it begins taking you up about 17 stories. The music is Gordon Lightfoot's "If You Could Read My Mind."
I was thinking it was Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. And the elevator takes you straight up. You notice that there are no numbers for floors in this elevator. It's clearly an express. And it opens out into a very, very nicely appointed executive office. And standing next to his desk as you all walk in is Maximilian Mars, who I will bring up a picture of. I don't know if you can share that with them, Alex.
I can. Just let me switch to the Roll20 overlay real quick.
He has a goatee. He's pure evil.
It's an alliterative goatee. Look at that face, though. He looks trustworthy.
How with both hands in his pockets? That means he's hiding something.
his hands.
Aaron, I am 100% reaching out with my magnetic senses to see if he also has the nanites in him.
He does not.
Mr. Mars, Bulwark, glad to meet you. I've been followed your work for a long time. This is, I was trying to introduce everyone else. This is Professor Cephalopod, Keone, Crucible, and Portal. Thank you for making time to see us.
Thank you for coming to meet with me. I was very pleased to get the notification from the chief that you wanted to speak to me. I would have reached out for you myself if he hadn't done that for me. Please, by all means, come in, make yourself comfortable. I'm sure you have questions for me. I certainly have questions for you. let's talk. Can I get you anything to drink?
Water.
Glass of water would be nice. Thank you.
I'll have an iced tea.
I will also have an iced tea.
And, well, I suppose it'd be difficult for you to drink something through the tank.
Don't drink.
He pushes a button on the desk and Carol, could you have 2 ice waters and 2 iced teas brought into the office for me? And a coffee, black. Yes, sir. Well, what can I do for you?
Well, we wanted to. I'm sure you're aware of what happened on. Was it Friday or Saturday, Aaron?
Saturday.
Of what happened on Saturday.
Indeed.
We noticed that the explosion came out of a truck owned by Redshift, and since Mars Industries is the owner of Redshift, just hoping that you could, if you had any information that could help us over the course of our investigation to figure out what happened, what went wrong, why people are getting superpowers. I mean, anything you could offer to help in our investigation.
Okay. As Mars is preparing to speak, there is a voice that comes from outside the window. And you hear what sounds almost like a cracking of concrete from outside. And the voice says, "We should have known you couldn't be trusted, Mars." Looking out the window, you see a man who appears to have concrete for skin floating. He is wearing a green cloak.
Oh, no.
You all recognize him as Dr. Metropolis.
We were just talking about you.
With him are a couple of other members of the Freedom League.
Please no, please no, please no, please no.
And we will pick up here next time.
Oh, Lord, they coming.
I ink myself.
And with that, I would like to thank everyone who has stuck with us tonight for our 3rd episode. Our heroes are going to have a little bit of stuff ahead of them, I think. In fact, if you are fans of other shows here on at the Untold Stories Project, next week we will have a crossover episode with our Nether War show. So I hope you'll all tune in for that, because it should be wonderful and awesome and exciting and a nightmare for me as a GM. So I'm really looking forward to it.
At least that means Raven won't be there, so I'm happy.
Does it?
Don't do that to me.
So Thursday on USP at our website, untoldstoriesproject.com, we will have a new blog post up. This week, we're going to have a piece of original fiction written by Alex, all from Ethan's point of view. On Friday, the new episodes of this and Nether War should be posted to our website. Next Monday, tune in to watch Nether War and find out what Mortis has been up to in the Netherworld. And then flow right over back here next Tuesday as we continue to explore Emerald City and have our first ever, but hopefully not last, crossover. My fellow heroes, does anyone have anything else that you would like to throw out for before we call it a night?
Everyone subscribe and give us hero points.
God, yes,
I'll need them
please.
next week.
Especially since I'm missing 2 arms.
Portal, did you bring that bag of ball bearings, or am I gonna fuck up Max Mars's office?
I did, by the way. Yeah, we glossed over it, but I handed you a bag of steel ball.
You would also have your disc.
Excellent.
So you have a disc and lots of balls.
That's my
Steel
superpower,
balls.
Cap.
Tiny balls.
It's a big disc, though.
Compensating.
You know.
All I have is that y'all need to remember that revenge is a dish best served cold.
No.
No!
The coldest.
I am
All right.
taking
As
away.
cold as ice.
I think with that, we are going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you. Everyone have a good week. Play some
And
games.
remember, if you wish to support Green Ronin and Mutants and Masterminds, the code USPGR can be used at anything on their website for 5% off. And a portion of the proceeds from that will then come back to help us continue to make wonderful content that I hope you're enjoying half as much as we're enjoying making it.
Go
Good
read a
night.
book.
Awesome. We will see everybody next week.